Greetings and salutations from the great beyond the overall mystery engulfing your existence on this planet. Now, I have a wild thing to offer that is for the alignment and the enlightenment for the individual that would like to enjoy what I have to share with you. And I call it streaming. Remember when the Bible said that we are going to the eye of a needle? Basically, that they say it is easier for a camel to walk through the eye of a needle than it is for a rich man to go to heaven. Now remember that. What does the Bible or many other books or ancient texts describe as this test comes between the light and dark and making a choice? It says the path of righteousness is very narrow. It's almost like as if you would be walking on razor's edge. And I'm here to relay to you how intrinsic and how fine weaved and interwoven your network of the alignment of you with source energy is. Now understand that you are a network of little diamond and ruby and golden little cogwheels that are interlinked into each other, from the heart math to the coherence level, the brain, the stomach, the neuronic flux, the photonic ionic interaction and transmission of your intracellular communication. Now, according to the divine blueprint, is the path of righteousness is narrow. Yes, the path of the other side is wide. It's a wide range, many possibilities. So for those that have high callings, or put it this way, in general we all have high callings, but those that are very, very much in tune with their callings and how high these callings are, it is now the time where you in your wakeful state understand the slightest deviation from the path that you walk towards the shift that is very powerful taking place, more energy coming in, more downloads being accessible, meditation skills and everything being increased, IQ levels being jacked up, which is proven in the last 10 years. On average on the planet, the IQ level has risen by like 5 levels or 5 points. In some cases 10, 20 points. Some have even sparks or spiked into unbelievable levels. In another project, science shows that if you in coherence and you in absolute bliss and your chakra or your alignment system is open to the source, your IQ is infinite, meaning any database, any knowledge you'd like to tap into will be accessible and available for you at a moment's notice. It'll be instant, like you become it and embody it, and there will be a knowing. So for nothing in the future can go wrong, because we had many experiences spiraling into other experiences and circumstantial evidence that we've experienced that have now become what? Non-essential. So in order to be in a wakeful state, yes, of course, it requires intelligence and activating such within you and knowing that right now, if you deviate from your path, your system will come to a halt. It'll come to a stop. Many have explained that before. It'll be explained over and over again. If you deviate from your path, meaning from your divine blueprint for the highest possible outcome, and experience in your evolution of soul becoming an individuated spark of the source, understanding what that is, understanding the cells and the selves, meaning is if you deviate, the amplitude of the experience of the non-essential things that can take place will be so unpleasant for you, or that unpleasant that it'll give you an understanding of it's no longer wanted and you no longer wish to make that experience. So understand, if it's painful or it turns into things that you can't stop, consequential, that is to remind you to stay on your path. So understand this. The alignment is designed within you with your agreement, out of love. That's why you came into this planet, to now handle duality, come into singularity, and start meditating. And the simplest form of meditation is get out of your mind. Simple techniques to get out of your mind is listen to a waterfall, listen to a water drop dropping from the faucet, um, look at something amazing, be inspired, or be in a zone of your creative flow as you're creating something in artwork or art form. Be different, be individual, be yourself. Or if your passion is to listen to certain styles of music, do that. I have found another meditation that I lost probably around 24 was I worked as a DJ for like 24 years. When I was 24 years, better yet, for like 12 to 15 years. And my passion was to listen to underground hip hop and deep house like garage, free range, dub house, a little bit of dubstep, but very vibey and these things. So I've decided to mix again, get my mixing gear together and mix and blend music. And I realized myself, as I was doing this mix for 3 hours, I got lost in it. And I got lost in the mix. And it's like a wave of creation that you're riding while you're doing it. And there was one particular mix where I tried to bring in a classic, which is hard to blend and synchronize with the beat because it fluctuates, because it was live drumming. So I was literally sweating bricks. How will my performance, come across if I don't make it? And me sweating and not knowing where this will go got me out of alignment. And then I realized I lost control of where am I in my mix. And luckily I didn't lose that. I was so in my mind that I thought I lost that I came back to center and continued the mix and continued to make it an alignment and a blend of things that will come and go and blend into each other. And that's how we operate with reality. We are DJs. We are DJs literally mixing reality. And the best DJ is God, no question, which is the one that is in alignment with self and aware enough to feel that and know that. So God is a DJ. You are a DJ. You blend realities and experiences and make it the highest probable, most harmonious transition possible, which is the ultimate goal for a DJ. It's just this analogy just came to mind, and I wanted to share that. So when you mix your reality, when you're getting up and you have the state of happiness, it is easy to stay in there. It is easy to feel yourself and understand how do you feel. And understand also, feeling is first. Then come the thoughts. A thought should never be looped in a negative way so it becomes a negative mantra that will install a theory or a fear or a feeling that will actually have you deviating from your path. So know this: when you wake up, you feel. Before any thought comes to mind, tap into yourself and see, how do I feel getting up? The sun is up, the sky is blue, everything is in the clear. Highest probable outcome for the weather, or for wherever you may be, however the weather may be. You're in your bed, you're in your room, everything aligns for you, everything is working with you, and how do you feel waking up? So always remember and keep in mind, how do you feel? How does that feel being you? And when you start with you, and you're getting out of measuring this guy or that being or this person or that person, you're getting out of resistance, because to measure is to resist. If something works for you, you stay in your escrow. You stay in your flow, you stay in your zone, you stay in your bubble. If somebody doesn't work in accordance with your resonant frequency, you are not asked to step out of your frequency to match somebody else's frequency because you think that they need your help. We are running around trying to please people and trying to please the entire world. We are people pleasers and trying to adjust it to a level according to our tribal programming and where are we plugged in into the sequence of the cultural programming, which is an illusion. Like, what will the family say, what the individual will do? Be an individual, unplugged from that, what the family will think and what you're supposed to do according to a group of people, what they think and they feel is right. Because they are not you, they don't feel you, they can't scan you, they can map you, nor can they read your thoughts. Thought reading becomes evident when somebody can say what I want to say 10 minutes before I'm even saying it. And I have to agree that this is the sentence that I will utter. So get out of elusive thinking. Get out of imaginary thought patterns that are not real and they can't be anchored. And before you drift off into storylines that leave Earth and we go all to interplanetary and outer space, always think about how does that compute in your life? How do you anchor that and integrate that with your life and see that it makes sense for you in your life as you're moving forward in you progressing. Not putting aside that we believe there's extraterrestrial and interdimensional intelligence all around us all day, every day. The paradise is always here. That paradigm has never left. It is our perception that made it seem that way, that we have developed that experience, that we have left that. The secret is we have never left. We are always home. We just have to deconstruct the primate in us that thinks he's a monkey, that thinks it's all based on cells and epigenetics. It's all based on the magical self that you are, that you, as a non-local entity, projecting yourself into this vessel, making this experience. That's the same thing as saying, when somebody says the soul is in the body, when the body dies, the soul is gone. It's the same thing as saying when you want to open up a typewriter, take the typewriter apart and you're trying to find the author. The author is not in the typewriter. What is the author? And the author is non-local. And the author, forever flowing, ever glowing, forever existing from the source, is an intelligence using this suit here to experience the fifth dimensional thing where we're going. That's why we have 5 fingers. And it's infinite, more to come, more will be explained. These have also to do with the elements and what you do in your life. This makes 10 with your toes, 20, and then you have 2 more, which are the 22 archetypes in the Mayan calendar, which you can Google at. Check the 22 archetypes that we are living, that we are being and breathing all day, every day, and understand that your cell structure is billions of years old. So can you even fathom or imagine how much intelligence is stacked in your body and in your system? And understand that you're never lost and you're never alone, because what does the word alone mean? It means all in one. So you are a universal being. You are a being of light. You're no less than a light warrior, a light worker, an ascender, or whatever you want to label it, starseed, whatever your experience is, it is wonderful. You can allow yourself to come out of your mental cave, think outside of the box, and be who you are, and transmit that to the world so the world can understand that we can actually move forward into becoming who we are supposed to be and why we are here. On that note, I'd like to thank you for listening to me, and namaste, and stay true to yourself, and love yourself. Respect yourself and honor yourself as in your cells. And when you celebrate, you're cell liberating. Intracellular communication on the highest level, and understanding that you are needed and you're a leader. No one to follow but your resonance. You are your own leader. No one is as deep as you. Always keep that in your heart. From me to you, more to come. I see you on the flip side. Live long and prosper.